picks it up at the 12-yard line.
He's got a hole. He's got a hole, Larry.
50-yard line.
He's gone. That's a touchdown. Chalk it up.
Welcome to Beverly Sports Talk. I am your host, Mike O'Brien, and we will be on the air bi-weekly here on BEV-TV prior to the high school event to be shown at 8 o'clock. You know, the city of Beverly has a proud tradition of youth organized sports. Baseball, basketball, football, swimming are all part of our community, and we plan on focusing on each one of these in future shows. But tonight, we'd like to focus on Beverly High School and their new athletic director, Leroy "Red" Hutt, a very likable man who has been part of our community for a number of years. Red succeeds the very likable Bill Hammer, who has stepped down to concentrate on his teaching duties. We caught up with Red last week at Beverly High School, and we also met with his entire staff. We are now here with Red Hutt, the new athletic director at Beverly High School. Excuse me, acting athletic director at Beverly High School. Red, first of all, congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you very much.
We're glad you're here to get things organized. Tell me, what did you have to do the first week you took over the position?
Well, actually, you have to go back further than the first week. I actually started working on the system back in about June, making up the schedules and getting everybody ready. In June, about the 20th, I dressed the football team, and everybody was ready actually for the fall season. And at that time, I did not know that I was going to be the acting athletic director, but I was preparing to have everybody ready so when the new man came aboard, he'd be able to step right in and go right to work.
How many students are in the school right now as of this September?
As this September, as I understand, there's 1,250 students will be aboard.
So that puts you pretty much in Division I in every sport?
No, not in every sport. Not in every sport.
The major sports that you're in, basketball, football, baseball, are you Division I?
No. In football, with the Northeast Conference, we're in Division III. That's set by the conference rules. Baseball, basketball, we are Division I. Hockey, we're Division I.
What about some of the girls' sports?
All girls' sports, as far as I'm concerned, are Division I. We are very outstanding in gymnastics and soccer. Our girl program is probably as good as any athletic program on the North Shore.
How many sports do you have, varsity sports, that the kids can compete in?
We have 21 varsity sports at Beverly High School, and that includes, plus, I should say, 4 cheerleading squads. And of each of those programs, every one has a JV and a freshman program at this time.
What are your goals here as the acting athletic director? I know that you kind of took this on a temporary position, at least you thought it might be temporary, but you've had a lot of experience with the school system. You've been here a long time. What are your goals now in the next year?
Well, my goals at Beverly High School in the next few years, as I say, some people know my age, and that's not a factor at the present time. Because
38, correct?
No, I'll say 64, and there's a lot of them out there that know me. I've lived in Beverly all my life, and my goals are really that we have right now in our possession the outstanding coaches in the area, and to bring them to another level. Also, we have these 21 sports, and at the present time, we have no idea what we are going to do or add, but I will tell you this. There's one program that I will be bringing to the city of Beverly, which is needed very badly, and that where we are in the 7th and 8th grade, in the spring, we are going to have a track program, and this will probably, I hope, will bring in 150 students from Briscoe and Memorial, and let's get them in here where they belong. 20 years ago, because of cuts, we lost all our sport programs in the middle school. Right now, we can go into track. We can compete against 6 other schools in the Northeast Conference, and my goal is to get to the lower levels, and let's start giving the young people an opportunity to play sports. Probably my other goal is that we're going to climb, and we're going places, and we're going to win, because I'm a great believer. As a former athlete myself and a former Marine, I believe in winning, and I'm telling you right now, if you don't want to win, then there's something wrong with you, and I'm a great believer in win and do the best you can. The other thing, too, is that we just financially, the athletic department now is going to be run as a business. I've been a businessman, and I believe that without all the booster clubs who have supported us, and I can show you just an example, football boosters this year, $4,500 for a brand new sled, 7-man sled, soccer girls, soccer boys, field hockey. Parents have all gone out and worked, and they're buying them brand new uniforms. Without this type of help in the community, we wouldn't exist. And all I can say to the public out there, this is your program. And Beverly High School, as alumni or parents, you should be very proud, because this school not only produces athletics, but it also produces a student athlete. And in a short time, I will be taking a survey again for the MIAA to show you that we are student athletes, and the gold medals and the silver medals that are won by these students. As I say, time will prove me out, and I know I can be right.
You know, a lot has been mentioned about the physical condition of the gymnasium and the field house. What are your ideas about trying to improve that? I mean, you've had barrels for leaks during the spring thaw and everything. What are your ideas to try to improve that, and where's the money going to come from?
Well, the only place money comes from is from the taxpayer, and that's something. I'm a taxpayer, and they don't like it. But I will say you this, that the roofs have been gone over and checked, and they're probably not 100% yet, but there are guarantees under the new leadership of the new superintendent and Mr. Foy, the new principal, that these will be done. And I think the greatest asset we have in the city of Beverly at the present time is the backup man in Dr. Manville, who I believe is going to make sure they are done. And I think you'll find out as time goes on, those barrels are going to disappear. There are also a group of people who have been volunteers that are painting up areas of the school. And I understand there is a group that eventually will paint the field house and put it back into shape.
Credit should be given then to the Beverly Rotary Club for their volunteer program.
Right, yes, everybody. There's organizations out there right now that it's unbelievable. I think one of the signs was just recently, a year ago, when the Beverly National Bank came forth and put up an $8,800 scoreboard at Hutt Stadium, paid for everything. And since then, the Beverly Cooperative Bank has made a donation to the Hutt Stadium Committee for improvements also. And this is the way the community is. They're alive and they're coming forth.
The school system itself has been one, like anybody else's, that's had their ups and downs. And of course, the city went into a severe financial problem over the early 90s. We're coming out of it now. If more money becomes available to the athletic department, where would you put it first?
Well, the most important thing is to put it back into safety equipment. We purchase every year, and we do not allow parents to buy shoulder pads, helmets, or anything to do with safety. Those have been met by the funds. But what we must do is put it back into game uniforms. And as I say, these parents have done such an outstanding job. I think one of the most important things we have here, and you'll meet her, is Ann Flaherty, who is our trainer, and what she does for these students. And she's been with me 8 years. And as I say, and with Dick coming aboard now as the equipment manager, we all work together. And with our secretary, I can't say any more for Linda, because she has been the backbone and has helped me. I can only see, even with the help of money, sometimes it's not always money. You can do other things without money. I agree, everybody wants a brand new uniform every year, but you got to look at it. How many games do they play in that uniform? And let's use a little sense.
We're going to have the opportunity to meet Dick Young and visit his equipment room, and also meet Ann Flaherty. And maybe she can tape your ankle or something for us and show us how long it takes. And of course, we're going to meet Linda Zamboris, your secretary, who really does an awful lot of work. She's the only way I can get through to you, I know that. Out here on the fields here, the fields over the years have been abused, I'm sure, because of football practice, soccer practice for JVs and varsity boys and girls, softball programs, etc. Is there a capital improvement plan to come out here and resod the grass where it's been torn up?
There has been, and as I say, right now, behind you is a pile of new soil that will be going onto these baseball fields for the infield. It'll be done before the winter is out, so we will be ready for the spring. At Hutt Stadium, there's a possibility that it looks like we're going to put an irrigation system in after the last game with the city of Beverly's help. And as I say, the other fields. But I think the one thing you got to realize, too, is that these fields are not used only by Beverly High School athletes. It's used by the community, and I think that is something that we must take into consideration when there's money coming up. It just can't come from the school committee only. There are other people they got to pay their bill also. And as I say, the fields are well used. I have a thing that's going to be going on this week. Everybody has complained about our tennis courts. I said, okay, you don't like them? We'll see what we can do. And I'm very happy to say I've gone to the Beverly Golf and Tennis, and the way it looks, within a couple of days I'll be getting an answer that we'll be playing on clay courts, the girls this year. And then we have 19 girls out for tennis. And of those 19 girls, 6 families belong to the Beverly Golf and Tennis. And I did put a little pressure on a few people, and I said, look, it's time that we use it. And what I'm asking for the Beverly Golf and Tennis, and they're being very helpful, is 5 days a week from 3 o'clock to 4:30 for practice, and we play our games Monday through Friday, 2 matches up there. And I'm getting a great response from the golf and tennis, and this is the way the community should be. We play our golf there, so why shouldn't we play our tennis on the best courts in the city?
Well, special thanks to Mike Farrell over at Beverly Golf and Tennis then for helping out. You know, every facility that you have here at the school is used continually. But the toughest place, they say, to ever lease is the gymnasium, even for a night, because of the schedules that you have. Tell us how that works.
Well, what it does, if an outside concern wishes to come in here, they first go to the Mr. Anderson, the head custodian. They fill out a form for the dates they want. Mr. Anderson then brings it to me, and we have a chart, and we see if there is an opening. If there is an opening, and especially for Beverly people, we go out of our way to make sure they're in here. And that is also, we've done that for other schools in the city of Beverly, St. John's Flag Squad, because this is their community. This is their school also. And that is the only way. And from there, then it goes down to the main office, and the figures are put in or whatever. And as I say, nobody, if there's an opening date, nobody's been refused.
You know, you have things going on in here during the winter between high school basketball for the boys and girls, JV basketball for boys and girls, and freshman basketball between boys and girls that you field teams in. You also have a junior high program now that uses this quite a bit.
Yes, I do. And as I say, you have on Saturday, you have a traveling team in boys basketball, a traveling team in girls basketball. And this is another point.
All at the junior high level.
All at the junior high level. This is the point we got to remember, too, that in the city of Beverly, we have volunteers that are into Little League Baseball, Midget League Football, basketball, boys and girls. We also have a strong program now in lacrosse, and this year they had an outstanding program on this field for a weekend, and I don't know how many people they drew, but I'll tell you one thing, it was one of the biggest and best, and those young people did one outstanding jobs.
This is the Northeast Lacrosse Tournament that was held here?
Yes, it was.
What was it, about 3 weeks ago, if I'm not...
About 3 weeks ago, right. Yes.
Now that you've got your staff set up, now that you're 1 day away from school opening, as we're taping this the day before school opens, when school opens, what type of chaos does that create for Red Hutt as far as students coming back?
No chaos.
No chaos?
Mr. Hutt has been here for 14 years. He's starting his 15th year. And I have a program where I visit with every student and every team, even when I was equipment manager. I put the rules down. The locker room at that time belonged to me. It was my house and your home. And I will say this. I feel proud that the students that come back, even going on to college, I had one the other day, especially a young lady who I had for 4 years. And she came in here and she said, Mr. Hutt, I was so happy to hear what has happened to you. And I said, thank you very much, Caitlin. And her name is Caitlin Burke. And she says, I have a present for you, Mr. Hutt. I said, what's that? She says, I'm going to give you my sister. She's a freshman soccer player. And I thought to myself, I said, you know, that's a compliment. Because I had Caitlin for 4 years, and she was in track and soccer, and she was an outstanding student and going on to college. And then she come back, and she let me know how she felt. And she also said, here's my sister. And I had the privilege of meeting her sister about 4 or 5 hours later. And when I met her sister, she had a big smile on her face, and I said, I got you. And she says, yeah, and you're Mr. Hutt.
So you're pretty well known already, huh?
Oh yes, I am. They know who I am.
One of the more difficult problems you have, or you're probably going to face, is the fact that everybody who participates in a varsity sport, their parents always say they're the best player on the team, etc. How come they're not getting playing time? Can't you talk to the coach for me? How are you going to handle something like that?
Well, that's really not a problem to me. I look at it this way. The coaches do work for me. They work for the city of Beverly. But when you hire a coach, everyone is qualified. And only on a few teams do we cut. And as I say, you have to rely on your coach's ability, and I do. And as far as I just talk to the parents want to talk to me, or anyone, My door is open to anybody in the city of Beverly. I don't care if it's from the mayor down. They want to come and talk to me. Something's wrong, the door is open. The student body knows in this school, I've already told them last week on double sessions, that Mr. Hutt's door is open, and there's going to be no change of attitude with Mr. Hutt.
He's Red Hutt, the acting athletic director at Beverly High School. Best wishes with your new job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Dick, you've taken on this job. You've been here about 6 weeks now?
No, I've only been here 1 week.
1 week. Oh,
One
so you're
week.
really brand new at this.
Yes, I am.
What was the first thing you had to do when you came in here as the new equipment manager of Beverly High School?
Well, I had to get acclimated to this room because this has been Red's realm for about 15 years, and he organized it, and now I have to go around and find where everything is, get the equipment ordered, and know where I can find the stuff when the kids come looking for it.
Football started just about a week and a half ago. What did you have to do to get these kids outfitted and get ready for practice?
Well, a lot of them come in, the pants don't fit, the helmet's got to be repaired, they don't have mouthpieces, screws are falling out of the helmets, things of that nature.
Are you a repairman as well for these kids?
Oh yeah, repairman, everything.
Now, besides football, there are a number of other athletics here at the school, and you have equipment for them: soccer, cross country, basketball, hockey, etc. What do you think the total value is of all the equipment you have in the room?
I'm only guessing.
Okay.
$20,000-$30,000.
Just in uniforms and equipment?
Yeah.
Okay. What does it take to put a production on, a game on?
Yeah, that's because this has been brand new to me. I've had to do a checklist of all the things, just starting with the football. I haven't got into anything else yet, just for the football games. There's 6 or 7 items that you have to make sure get on the bus, along with the medical kit and things of that: water, ice, extra mouthpieces, extra equipment. You have to bring the tools, tape, all kinds of things like that, extra cleats, towels, little things like that. Everything that you're going to need, especially on an away game, you got to remember to bring with you.
After a game is over with, especially in an outdoor sport like football or baseball, what are your responsibilities with the uniforms?
The uniforms will get turned in, and we'll have to count for them. Obviously, they're going to come back in and get them washed and get them ready for the next game, basically.
You have to do all that yourself?
As far as I know, I do.
So you're a washman as well as everything else?
Yeah, we do that too.
Did Red Hutt tell you that was part of the job before you accepted?
No, wasn't mentioned it, but on my first day here, he introduced me to the washing machine.
Okay. Dick Young, new equipment manager, we wish you the best of luck in your new position.
Thank you, Mike.
Ian, first of all, welcome. You've been with Red Hutt for so long. He continually brags about the work that you've done here. How do you do it all?
How do I...
I mean, you're a mother of now 3 children.
3, that's correct.
And
this is my relief, coming here to take care of all the other children. I enjoy doing my work tremendously.
What is your background? What was your educational background to become a trainer?
I took 4 years of sports medicine at Canisius College in Buffalo. Mm-hmm. And from there I went out to Arizona, and I was an athletic trainer out there at a high school. And then I came straight here.
Is this home to you?
It is now, yes.
It is now. You're
Yeah.
not from here originally?
No, I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Oh, you are. So Canisius was right next door.
Absolutely.
What has been the most serious injury you've had in the 8 years you've been here?
Nothing tremendously serious. We had a couple of blown out knees, a couple of dislocated ankles, but nothing really too life-threatening.
What is your biggest fear as a trainer when you go out to the field to see somebody that's down?
Actually, my greatest fear was that when I was in college, we had an athlete who died on the court when I was the athletic trainer there. So from there, I'm not really afraid of much.
I guess not.
Yeah.
You know, your kids are very well known around Beverly High School, as they're up here quite a bit, at least for every basketball game that I see them here. Are you planning on bringing them here too as trainers? Assistant trainers, I should
Assistant
say.
trainers, maybe in a few years, yeah.
You go to hockey games, you go to football games, you're at soccer, you're at just about every varsity event that I've been to. How do you budget your time when you have 2 teams playing at the same time?
I go to the one that has more contact, actually, so football would be precedent over a soccer game, per se.
Mm-hmm. And basketball and hockey?
Hockey would take precedence.
Okay. Do you have any assistants that can help you out?
Yes, I do. I have student trainers from Salem State College and also from Endicott College, and they're either sophomore, juniors, or seniors, and they have a program there, so I'm just their supervisor for the high school setting.
Ian Flaherty, thank you very much for your time. I know you came down here and we're relieved of your mother duty special just to be on camera with us. We appreciate the time that you've taken with us.
Thank you very much.
What are your hours here, Linda?
I work from 7:30 till 12:30.
And what responsibilities do you have?
Well, I take care of a lot of the paying of the officials and paying myself, scheduling, ordering for the department, all the equipment that needs to be ordered, and a lot of things that I'll probably get into later on since I just started last February, so it's kind of new.
But you've gone through a neat transition now. You've gone from Bill Hammer to Red Hutt. What's the biggest difference between these two gentlemen?
I don't find a big difference. They're both really easy to get along with. They're both terrific guys. That's about it. I don't see any difference yet. Of course, Red would like me to think so.
How many interruptions with telephone calls from parents do you receive per day? During the school year, not so much during the summer.
Right, during the school year, it's quite a bit. They want to know where games are held, directions, getting to games other than home games, and that gets a little tricky. But most of the time, I can figure it out.
The 1997 Beverly High School football team should be much improved over the past two losing seasons of 95 and 96. They are strong at the key positions, and in particular at running back, with David the Rocket Timpson, who may be, just may be, the best running back ever to come out of Beverly High School. I like their new quarterback, the very competitive Justin Shares, and running backs Webster St. Preux and Matt Amatucci. I also like them on the line, especially with Bob Ronci on both sides of the ball. Things are going to get better this year, but I caution you, do not judge them by the first two games of the season that they play. Peabody and Acton-Boxborough are fierce opponents, Division I and Division II, and Acton-Boxborough, who lost to Beverly last year, went on to compete in the Super Bowl. Give them an opportunity to get into the Northeast Conference. I think you're going to find them to be very competitive and successful. They will put a lot of points on the board. Well, that's it for tonight's show. Please stay tuned now as BEV-TV brings you high school football, Beverly High School and Peabody High School. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to BEV-TV Channel 3 Sports. My name is Mike O'Brien, and we are here at Peabody High School for the opening high school football game of the season for the Beverly High School Panthers, as they are visiting Peabody today at Peabody Stadium. We are excited about this season. We think that the Beverly team is going to look sharp, look tough, and be prepared. Beverly will be starting a new quarterback this year. He'll be number 10, a junior Justin Shares. It'll be his first opportunity to start. He will be backed up here in the backfield by number 34, co-captain Webster St. Preux, and number 32, co-captain Dave Timpson. Timpson is the big ball carrier for Beverly. I call him the Rocket. I've called him that since he's been 9 or 10 years old. He will do the bulk of the ball carrying again for Beverly. He has gained 1,000 yards in each of the last 3 seasons and may be the best of every single back Beverly High School has. And here comes the Beverly Panthers onto the field right now, led by co-captain Nate Kennedy and Bob Ronci. Ronci will be the center. Kennedy will be the cornerback for Beverly as they come out on the field right now. A sparse crowd, less far here at Peabody Stadium. We thought there was going to be a lot more people here, but they're still coming in from both sides. Goal Street right now is not an easy place to get down. And Peabody, as does Beverly now, goes over to their sideline. Beverly has lost 7 consecutive high school football games at the end of the 1996 season, but it actually ended on a positive note. They were a 2-touchdown underdog to Thanksgiving Day rival Salem High School and lost the game by 1 point, 22-21. An attempted field goal at the last second just fell a little bit short, or Beverly would have had what I thought would have been a successful season had that kick been good. This year, Beverly looks to have a stronger team. They have a number of returning veterans. Timpson is back from a broken ankle that he suffered in the Marblehead game last year, and he missed the final 2.5 games of the season. Shares is the real deal at quarterback. He's quick, he can throw, and we look for big things from him. Matt Amatucci will also be in the lineup for Beverly as a running back, probably the fullback. He can also spell Timpson. He substituted for Timpson last year. On the line, number 77, returning at tackle will be Nate Pelletier. Number 62, a new face at guard will be Andy Bartlett. As we said, co-captain Bob Ronci will be at center. We have a microphone on the official. Let's see if he's going to remember to turn it on so we can listen to the coin toss.
Since the team played in 1991 with Beverly winning, and last year with Peabody on the prevailing side.
Well, we didn't start off very well, as I guess the official forgot to turn on his microphone. The coin toss is up in the air, and Beverly, I believe, has won the toss. It was called by Nate Kennedy. Beverly has chosen to receive the ball as their co-captains. Again, number 53 is Bob Ronci, number 11, Nate Kennedy, number 32 is David Timpson, and number 34 is Webster St. Preux. Beverly may have the smallest in numbers as far as squad members that they've had in a number of years. Just 37 are dressed for tonight's game. Peabody High School comes into this game under Coach Bob Niswintowski. The last 16 years, they are 107 wins, 48 losses, and 2 ties. In 1996, they were 9 wins and 2 losses. And now we'll have a pause here for our national anthem, played by the Peabody High School Band. Very jazzy rendition by the Peabody High School Band here as we're all set for the opening kickoff. Peabody High School in Beverly. It doesn't get better than this. High school football here from Peabody High School's stadium. A sparse crowd again here, as we expected a few more, but they're still coming in. So Lowell Street, we know, is a tough place to get down for high school football. The kicker will be Steve Marisolo for Peabody High School. And deep for Beverly, we expect David Timpson, number 32, Webster St. Preux, number 34, and possibly young sophomore Frankie Moore. We see him out there. We don't know if he's going to be deep or not. No, that's not Frankie Moore. I'm sorry, that's Mike Goldenberg, number 30. Goldenberg is expected to start at wingback. Under Roger Rosinski, Beverly High School in 7 years are 39 wins, 32 losses, and a tie, that against Salem. In the last 2 years, they are 6 wins, 14 losses, and a tie. Not a better time than to break a 7-game losing streak than the opening game of the year against the neighboring Peabody High School Tanners. All right, we're ready to go. The whistle has blown. Marisallo now is giving instructions to his team, and Peabody is ready to kick the ball off. The deep back will be 32, David Timpson. Mike Goldenberg will be on one side. And Matt Amatucci on the other. There's the kick. They're going to kick it to Timpson. He's got it at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15. He's the big gun for Beverly. 20, 25, 26-yard line before he's dropped down by a host of tacklers there for Beverly. Nick Medeiros being the first man in to make the hit. Justin Shares will be the quarterback for Beverly. Bob Ronci, the tri-captain here, will be over the ball at center. Peabody right now showing a 5-2 defense as Ronci is up over the ball. Beverly in a tight formation. Wingback Goldenberg is to the right. Shares calling signals. The give is to Goldenberg, and he crosses the 27 to the 28-yard line on a crossbuck pattern there. A fake to Timpson and a give to Goldenberg. Pickup of about 3 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Dave McDonald and Nate Pelletier are the tackles for Beverly. Larry Knowlton is on one side as the end. We have a flag on the play. I believe Beverly is going to be called for illegal procedure. Well, we have a microphone on the official, but he just doesn't seem to be picking up, remembering to turn it on here. It'll be 2nd down now and about 12 to go for the Panthers. Goldenberg goes in motion right to left here. Beverly in their white uniforms. Flags are down. The give is to Timpson. He tries to get outside, but can't as he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. In to make the tackle this time was number 25 for Peabody, and that would be Leo Hanley, the senior. He'll also be the fullback for the Panthers. All right, Beverly again now has a 3rd down, I believe, and about 8 to go as the give is to Timpson right up the middle. There he goes over the 1st down for the Panthers that time as Timpson is over the 35 to the 38-yard line. He picks up about 10 yards. The first down for Beverly. Beverly will shuttle in Steve Ward and Nick Boshinski at the guard position, bringing in the plays from the bench from Coach Roger Rosinski. This time Larry Knowlton, check that, that's not Knowlton, that's Joe Levesque goes wide to the right. The pitch is to Timpson. Timpson going wide, trying to cut the corner, and he's brought down on a nice tackle from behind by number 72, Nick Medeiros. Nice tackle by Medeiros. Medeiros is the only returning starter for the Peabody defensive line here. He also plays offense with his twin brother. I'll get his twin brother's name for you here, Matt Medeiros. All right, Beverly this time has Goldenberg on the left-hand side as the wingback. Shares back to pass. The blitz is on. He throws. It's complete this time to number 32, Timpson, and Timpson cuts back and is just shy of the 1st down, a pickup of about 8.5, maybe 9 yards. As Shares completes the pass to David Timpson on a flare on the left-hand side. We'll call it 2nd and 8 here, a pickup of 8 for the Panthers. As Steve Ward comes back in the game and Boshinski comes out with the play, giving it to Justin Shares. The ball is on the 47-yard line. They've got to get 2 more yards here for the first down. Levesque goes wide to the right this time. Goldenberg, the wingback, comes to the right this time. The give is to Timpson. He's belted at the line of scrimmage, keeps going and falls forward close to the first down. Nice move, nice second effort by Timpson. I think he's going to be just shy of the first down, however. He was actually hit in the backfield originally and kept his forward progress going so that he could pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd down. Or is it 4th down and 1? Timpson will do the punting for the Panthers. Number 20, Sullen. Number 22, Blodgett. John Blodgett will go back in twin safety formation. Timpson gets a good one, end over end. Sella has it this time, and he's at his own 20-yard line, 25. Hit, keeps going forward, still on his feet, and falls forward at about the 34-yard line. 9-yard run back that time as David Feld will come out as the quarterback here and snap the ball, or accept the ball as the quarterback. He'll be his first snap in varsity action this year. Told he has a strong arm. John Blodgett, number 22, will be one of the running backs, and number 25, Leo Hanley, is expected to be the other one. Hanley is out there. Peabody immediately sends a man wide to the right. That's Steve Sella. Felt calls signals, fakes one way, looks to pass, lets one go long, and it's complete to number 3. Oh, Jesse LaCroix. David Feld can throw the football. How many? 1st and 10 for the Peabody Tanners as Feld throws to LaCroix. 17-yard pickup. LaCroix now wide to the left for the Peabody Tanners. He's in motion coming to the right. The pitch now comes to John Blodgett. He's going to try to circle the end. Shares turns him inside, and he's dropped there. Number 11, Nate Kennedy, made the stop. Shares made the key move, keeping to the outside and turning in John Blodgett a short pickup, maybe of a yard. No, now they're going to say he lost a couple yards here. So it'll be 2nd down, and it looks like 13 yards to go for the first down. So they're going to mark the ball back to the 47-yard line. 48-yard line, I'm sorry. So we'll probably see the arm of Feld again here as it's 2nd down and 13. He has Blodgett in the backfield. Feldberg on the right-hand side. Now he's got Sella in motion. On a draw play to Blodgett. Blodgett gets by one man, but gets by two, and finally dropped their Shares in to make the stop. Also in on the play for Beverly was number number 50, Adam Page, in also to help make the stop. I'm sorry, I couldn't find his number. He is a junior, playing in his first varsity football game this year. There is no score. We're in the opening moments of the first quarter. Beverly picked up a couple of first downs now. Then they were forced to punt. Peabody has the ball, and here we go again. Dave Feld, 1st and 10. Back to pass, lets one go long. He's got a man out there. Timpson was guarding him. Adam Feldberg was overthrown that time, but we do have a flag on the play. Now, if the referee can remember to turn on his microphone, we can hear this. We have an illegal receiver downfield. We're told that was Garrett Greer, young sophomore. Now, I think that I had... that was their 3rd down play. I think I had said first time. I'm sorry, it was 3rd and 10. And Beverly's deciding what to do. They have them in punt formation. It will be 4th down. They decline the penalty. Amatucci and Timpson are back, waiting the punt here of Steve Marisolo. Kick is up a high, nice spiral kick. Timpson has it on his own 15, fumbles the ball and does recover it. Whoa, Timpson trying to run before he had the ball, almost lost it. Adam Felberg was right down there in defensive coverage for the punting team, Peabody. So Beverly will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.5-yard line.
34.
That was a 34-yard punt, excuse me, by Marisolo. He is a 4th-year kicker for the Peabody Tanners. All right, Beverly this time out of the huddle with Goldenberg on the left-hand side. Now he comes to the right in motion. Shares, calls, signals, pitches wide to Timpson. Timpson is all boxed in the backfield, and they got him this time back at the 10-yard line. Good defensive play by number 84 that time, Joe DiBattista. Beverly, actually it was more than a 4-yard loss. It was a 5-yard loss. 2nd down and 15 now for the Panthers. Not a situation you want to be in. We have 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the first period. There is no score. Ronci up over the ball. Let's see if Roger Rosinski will let Justin Shares throw the ball or even keep it on a quarterback keeper. No, he gives it to St. Preux, and St. Preux tries to go right up the middle, picks up maybe 2 yards before he's driven back by the defensive line of Peabody, led by DiBattista again. Also in on the play was Nick Medeiros. Beverly now will have a 3rd down and 13. As Steve Ward comes into the game and gives the play to Justin Shares, called by the coaching staff. St. Preux and Timpson are in the backfield behind Shares. Goldenberg is on the left-hand side. Now he comes, I checked it, he's on the right-hand side. Shares fakes one way, looks to pass, looks for Goldenberg, can't find him now, throws to Goldenberg, and it's, oh, no, check it, that was Levesque, and it was incomplete. Levesque had run a crossing pattern and had hesitated momentarily, and Shares' pass, while it was there, was just out of the outstretched hands of Joe Levesque, and Beverly will have to punt it away. This is not a place for a bad snap here, so this is going to be a big kick for David Timpson. He's got to get a good foot into it. John Blodgett and Steve Seller are back in twin safety. They'll be just inside midfield. They're about the 48-yard line. And now we have a timeout on the field. Beverly has asked for a timeout. So with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, the score, Peabody 0, Beverly 0. We have a timeout on the field.
You chose to walk on the railroad tracks. This is the next 60 seconds of your life.
Hey, guys! Cool. Gotta go! Wimp. Everybody get in here!
A message from Massachusetts Operation Lifesaver.
All right, Timpson will be back standing in his end zone here. The ball will be punted around the 3-yard line. Good snap by Ronci. Timpson gets a good high kick away. Sella is under it at the 46-yard line. Comes one way, now turns back the other way. Cuts inside. He's going to go all the way. He's at the... Oh, nobody can touch him all the way. 46-yard touchdown run by Steve Sella. Only one man, and that was McDonald, had a shot at him, but he had 2 blockers in front of him. And again, Beverly, victimized so often last season by a big play, is victimized again here. A 46-yard touchdown run by Steve Sella has put the Tanners on the scoreboard at 6-0. Marisolo will attempt the extra point here for the Panthers. Dave Feld will hold the ball. Ball is down, the kick is up. Oh my goodness, it is very good. And as they come back up the field with 2:47 to go in the first quarter, the Tanners are on top of Beverly 7-0.
Surprisingly, over a lifetime, your child is in less danger being out in the water than out in the sun. One out of 5 Americans develop skin cancer. Don't let your child be the one.
Mirasola will kick off again for the Peabody Tanners. Timpson will be the deep man. Mike Goldenberg will be on one side, Matt Amatucci on the other. A couple of juniors with Timpson, the senior, behind them. Mirasola just bombed that extra point. That ball would have been good from 25 yards out. 4-year kicker here for the Tanners. He's set, the Panthers are set, and we're all set. Here comes Marisola's boot. It's high, it's end over end again. Timpson has it at his own 5-yard line. The 10, the 15, cuts back to the 20, the 25 still on his feet, and at the 27-yard line before he's brought down by a host of tacklers, including Leo Hanley of Peabody and Alex Paragius. Thank you. Beverly's got the ball on their own 26-yard line. Shares is the quarterback. Ronci the center. They give to Timpson. Cross tackle, and he bombs up over the 30 to the 32-yard line. He picks up about 6 yards. Maybe the 33. Give him 7 yards. As we look at the spot of the ball. .32. I guess we're going to have to settle for the 32 here. 2nd and 4 for Beverly. Beverly has relied on the ground game year after year and has always had the big running back. Timpson is may be the best of all of them. 2 consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons. They give again to Timpson, and he's just shy of the first down as he gets to the 35-yard line. Paragius, Alex Paragius again in on the stop for the Panthers. Beverly now has requested a timeout. There is a minute and 34 seconds to go in the first quarter. They are down 7-0. So with a timeout on the field, the score of Peabody 7, Beverly 0.
Hello, I'm Angela Lansbury for Child Reach. You can become a Child Reach sponsor and not only personally touch the life of a needy boy or girl overseas, but also help the child's family and community achieve the goals they have set for themselves.
Children see the need to help clearly because their hearts have 20/20 vision. For more information about Child Reach, call 1-800-578-0808.
Mom, can we call, please?
Beverly again shares with the ball to Timpson. Timpson has a hold. He's up front side, and he first down for the Panthers as he's across the 45 to the 48-yard line. David the Rocket Timpson. I am joined here by sports editor, former sports editor, sports writer now for the Salem News, Billy Kaporis. Billy, welcome to BEV-TV. Goldenback 30 is the wingback. Shares, calling signals. Fakes the Timpson, keeps the ball himself, but he's going to be caught in the backfield and brought down this time by number 80 for the Peabody Tanners, and that is going to be a loss of, no, maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. He got back to the line of scrimmage before he's brought down by Chris Sakalakos.
Sakalakis went on the top for the finish.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. This time the give is to Timpson. Timpson, no, it's a fake to Timpson, and Shares kept the ball, and he's pinned from behind.
65.
In on the stop for Matt Murdoch was in on the stop, a young sophomore, number 65 for Peabody, as they're now shuffling players in and out quite freely, as is Bob Niswantowski's habit. He has the numbers there. Hey, what'd I say, Bob? Ed Niswantowski, I'm sorry. And that will do it for the first quarter. Beverly is down to Peabody here, 7-0. We'll be back for second quarter action in just a moment.
It is a test, not just of strength, but of the power of the mind. And if you complete the journey, you will be changed forever. The few, the proud, the Marines,